Welcome to episode 1 of I'm Right, He's Wrong, Confrontational Cousins. I'm Charles,
And I'm John.
and we want to say thank you and welcome to our first episode. So, today we're going to start off a little deep conversation.
Not too deep.
I think it's real deep,
Okay.
but it has a lot to do with the Olympics. It has a lot to do with blacks in the Olympics, specifically Gwen Berry and Sha'Carri Richardson.
Or not in the Olympics. But go ahead.
Well, she should be in the Olympics, but you're not allowed to smoke weed these days.
Well, it's against the law. It is a law.
It's against the law where?
Well, I put it like this: it's against the law in the Olympics.
But what does it do? What does it do that enhances their ability in the Olympics?
Okay, first, I don't smoke weed, so I don't know. But apparently, it slows you down. From what I
So why would you stop them from competing if it slows them down?
Because it's against the law. It has nothing to do with if it makes you better or makes you worse. It's still wrong.
The anti-doping committee, correct?
Yes, and that's
And
dope.
it's pretty much about the premise here is, illegal drugs or performance enhancing
It's
drugs
illegal.
is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
How is weed or marijuana a performance enhancing drug? What is it going to enhance to give her an advantage over the competition?
Well, just because it can enhance her in this way, somebody in the stands might be eating a bag of Cheetos and she sees it. Now she's hungry because she just got finished smoking some weed, and now she wants to run fast.
Sprint in the stands.
She could.
She want to run up in the stands.
She could.
Give me the Cheetos.
She could. It's possible.
Give me the Cheetos to match my hair.
It's possible. It's possible.
No, it's not possible. I think it's a dumb rule.
Okay.
Because it doesn't prevent anyone else from winning. That's the big thing here. It's giving her an advantage. So if it's not giving her an advantage,
But you don't know how it affects her body.
But it doesn't affect her body to make her run faster.
You don't know that. She's taking it to do what? To calm herself down? Because she has anxiety or whatever she's going through?
She was having issues with her biological mother.
I understand that. I understand that. So basically you're going to take this to calm you down, because if you didn't calm down, you're going to be all over the place. So let's just say you're all over the place.
No, it's not for being all over the place.
I mean, she could just be not in her right state of mind.
But she's not taking it because she's being all over the place.
She's taking
it because she's trying to calm herself down and stop thinking about
and
the situation.
There's the enhancement right there. When you're in the starting blocks and you're anxious to get out, false start.
But it's not like she's in the walkway in the stadium lighting up a blunt, smoking it, and then coming out.
It don't matter. It's in your system. It doesn't matter. It's in your system.
No.
So if drugs are in your system, say if you take, let's say, perks or Xannies.
So no. Well, you definitely not running after.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying it's in your system. Okay. So if it's in your system, it's still going to have that effect on you until it's out of your system.
But that's a bad example.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
How?
Because I want to see somebody take a perk or a Xanny and then try to run the 100.
It's not that.
Yes, it is. Because
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about it still being in your system. That's all I'm saying. So the weed is still in her system. That calming effect is still going to be in her system.
So a week later, that weed is going to give her an advantage. A week later,
is it still in your system?
But it's not causing anything.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do know that.
Oh, you smoke?
I used to.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
But not no more.
Okay.
I smoked some before I got on this podcast, so now I'm doing a better job on the podcast, right?
So it enhanced you.
Yes, it enhanced me. I'm just great now. I'm the best podcaster.
So you needed that to come on against me.
Yes.
Okay.
I had to get me a performance enhancing drug so I can meet your high.
Wow. Thank you. That says a lot about me. Thank you. I appreciate
that. What does it say?
It said that I'm great, and you need to smoke weed to debate me.
No.
Wow. That's what it said.
I smoked the weed to calm me down from choking you. It's a difference. I
So
don't
it
want to
calms
catch a
you
case
down.
on our first podcast.
Right. So with her in the starting block, she's calm now. She's not anxious.
A week later, it's still
doesn't
causing
matter.
her.
It could.
No.
It could. But here's my whole
Sorry,
thing.
guys, it's hot. I'm sweating.
Here's my whole thing about her and why she should have been suspended, and I think it was a great thing for them to do. Because one is teaching the kids that you have to pay for your consequences.
Hold on, time out. But if it's legal in the country that you're in, it's legal in most states.
The Olympics,
and it's not.
The Olympics is different from.
And it's not.
Go ahead.
An offense. Like you're not getting a felon. You're getting charged for it, unless you have the illegal weed.
The Olympics is different from the state law. It's different, and you know that. The Olympic stuff is different. They have their own set of rules, like the Army or the military. They have their own set of rules, and she knew that.
I mean, she did know that. She admitted to it. She admitted that she knew she.
So if you
do
something that's wrong, you have to pay the consequences.
Yeah, you do pay the consequences.
And she's paying it, so I believe they did the right thing.
I don't think for a drug that's not performance enhancing, you should be penalized. If it was steroids or HGH or any other type of drug that's not approved by the FDA or approved by, the Olympic Committee, then yes.
So
if it's actually enhancing, or giving you.
So
an
when you're saying
competition.
enhancing, you mean is making you faster, making you stronger.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like you're able to train more and lift more weights, and you're able to do more that you normally
how about this?
do with.
Let me ask you this. So should basketball players be able to smoke marijuana?
They are allowed to.
Whoa, they're allowed to do it?
Yeah, they don't get in trouble for it. No.
Okay. Now does that enhance their abilities?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so when you're at the free throw line, the first thing you do is you're calm at the free throw line, right?
Well, one thing we know Ben Simmons ain't.
Well, hey, that's y'all problem. I got nothing to do with that.
Because he would have been 100. He would have been 100%.
He could have been, but that's an enhancement though.
No,
because it's calming you down.
So it's relaxing you. You don't think players in the NBA smoke weed?
I'm sure they do, and it relaxes them when they're at the free throw line.
And that's why they smoke it, because they know they got a big game coming up, and
it could take the edge off. Can it take the edge off?
No, it can't.
Weed don't take the edge off?
It takes the edge off, but
okay,
they're not smoking it before they go to the game.
You don't know that.
I know that.
Oh my goodness. So you mean to tell me so when James Harden, his eyes is bloodshot red?
It's probably because he got hair in his eye.
Oh my god.
From his beard. It's all over his face now. So
I'm just saying, I think they did the right thing by banning her for 30 days. She knew the consequences when she took the tote, when she toed it on it.
Took the tote.
Hey, my thing is the person who gave it to her should be he was wrong. No, he was wrong.
What if they got it from a dispensary? It's illegal in the state she lives in. It's legal in the state that she lives in.
Okay. Well,
so she wasn't committing a crime by smoking weed. It was legal. It's perfectly legal.
But in the Olympics, you're not supposed to take any kind of drug at all.
Meanwhile, you got Russia.
We ain't got nothing to do with Russia.
Who got steroids running all through their Olympic team.
We ain't got nothing to do with that.
They be there competing.
Hey, we ain't got nothing to do with that.
But meanwhile, over here in the good U.S. of A., smoke a little weed. You get suspended.
You get suspended for 30 days. Now,
and she paid taxes on that weed.
Right, since
it was legal.
Double whammy.
That's she paid her taxes on the weed.
She probably had rent. She probably wasn't even that good. Just saying.
And now, she's sitting home.
She's sitting home. She can watch the Olympics, and in 4 years, she come back, and hopefully
and be slower.
She could be, because she's gonna be older. Might gain some weight.
See?
That's. I think it's all on her.
She might gain some weight from smoking the weed.
Oh, she's gonna be pregnant.
Damn. How you go from? So you get pregnant from smoking weed now?
No, I'm just saying. 4 years, she's gonna be a little down and out. Need something to boost my spirits. I have a baby.
Oh yeah, just by anybody.
Hey, but I'm not gonna say she might
the
have a boyfriend.
The guy that sold her.
Baby, I'm sorry I did that to you, blah, blah, blah,
Oh, I'm sorry I did it to you. Let me dig you down.
Hey, it could happen. I'm about 80% sure within 4 years she's gonna have a child. Yeah.
Why? Because she's just depressed.
Because I think she wanted to do the Olympics now. Obviously, and then get all the gold medals that she was going to get, and then then have her kids, and then come back 4 years later and do it again. But now, She's not going to have any medals. She's going to have the kids. Then she's going to come back,
And
It's
get medals after she had a kid?
It's a great comeback story. Great comeback story. Great. It's going to be awesome.
Don't you got to have a start to have a comeback?
She was doing well. She was doing really well.
But she hasn't played, she wasn't never competed in the Olympics. Well, she never competed in the Olympics.
I know, but all the hype leading up to it, she was doing well.
But that's not, you can't have a comeback story.
It's a comeback. She was
how?
Because she was pretty.
Gosh.
Because she was.
That's
pretty
like
much,
saying, I was going to be the number one pick in the draft, but I didn't get drafted, and now I'm in the NBA. I'm about to have a great comeback.
No, that's not the
no,
same.
Yes, it's the same.
It's not.
She's never competed in the Olympics before, so you can't say. It's like she went to the Olympics, came in 3rd place or 4th place.
Right. And
just
then
came back and won the whole thing. No. That's a comeback.
No, I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Because she was on the rise and then she fell. She was on the rise and she fell, and then she comes back. That's a great comeback
That's
story.
being on the rise and then you go in the Olympics and then you fell.
No.
Then you come back.
I guarantee you.
That's a comeback story.
She come back in 4 years and win gold medal. Is going to be, the greatest comeback story, blah, blah, blah. She did it. We thought she was down.
Like Alex Smith. That's a comeback story. He
ain't win nothing.
You break your legs.
He didn't win nothing.
He took him to the playoffs.
Oh.
Right?
He didn't win anything.
Did Washington make it to the playoffs without him?
So you're saying
Did Washington make it to the playoffs?
Oh my goodness!
Answer the question.
No. Oh yeah, they made it to the playoffs.
Without him?
No, they didn't.
And when he came, did they make it to the playoffs?
They did.
Okay, so that's a comeback story, right?
So you're telling me that Alex
Smith,
leg,
he had like 92 surgeries on his leg.
That's not a.
And he came back, and he took him to the playoffs.
But going off of what you
just said,
keyword,
he came back. Comeback story.
Right. So, but going off of what you just said, she ain't win nothing. So she can't have a comeback. He ain't win nothing. So how can his be a comeback and hers
His
not?
comeback is he came back after getting numerous surgeries on his leg. He almost died from an infection with the surgery.
Right.
Came back, took the team to the playoffs after they thought he would never play again. That's a comeback story.
He didn't even play in a playoff game.
He took. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
No.
The other guy did.
Yeah,
Hinkle, whatever his name
Hinkle?
was.
Hinkle?
I don't remember his name. But he played in a playoff game.
Okay.
But I'm going off of what you just said.
But Alex Smith, he took him there.
So based off what you just said, if Sha'Carri Richardson comes back and wins a gold medal in 4 years, that's not a comeback?
No, because she never competed in the Olympics. You got to compete in the Olympics to have a comeback story.
You don't.
Yes, you do. What are you coming back from if you never was in it?
Okay. I guess you're right. I don't see it.
Huh?
I don't see it. I don't see that.
So here go. I'm gonna simplify it for you.
Thank you.
This may be a dumb analogy, but I think it'll work.
Oh, he called me. Okay. You just said it without saying it.
So, right? Say you never been to this house before.
Okay.
And then you came in.
Okay.
Would that be a comeback?
What? That ain't make no sense, dude. That ain't make no.
Yes, that did make sense. To me, it makes sense. Did you come back?
No.
No, that's your first time here. Right?
Okay.
So that's
I didn't come back.
That's her. You can't come back to something you've never
I'm
been
talking
to.
About her. I'm talking about her status, like her getting to where she was going, basically getting to where she was going. That's a.
But
comeback.
if you never get there, you can't come back.
So if she just makes it to the Olympics, that's a comeback.
No, it's not.
She was like 30 days away from the Olympics.
But she didn't get there, so it's not a comeback.
All right. Watch when ESPN when she comes back and they're gonna be like, this is the greatest comeback.
No, they're not.
They are.
They're gonna be like last year. I mean, they're going.
Whoa.
They were like 4 years ago. She wasn't able to make it to the Olympics because she was suspended from smoking marijuana.
Mm-hmm. This is a great comeback.
This is her first time.
They ain't gonna say that.
Yes, they will. How are you gonna say it's a great comeback if she never been there? Ain't no great comeback because you coming back because of marijuana.
Who holds the record for the fastest time in
women's?
Yes.
I don't think it's FloJo no more.
No, it's Sha'Carri Richardson.
No, it's not.
It's not? Was it Jamaican girl?
It's the Jamaican.
I thought it was. No, it's not Sha'Carri.
Yes, it is.
It's Sha'Carri.
She came in second to the lady from Jamaica's record. She came in second.
No, when she was running, she pointed at the Joe.
But she didn't break it.
Well, it's gonna be a comeback.
Oh my gosh.
I'm rooting for her to come back, but I think they was right for suspending her. They should have done it.
It's not a comeback.
Because I think people looking at it, especially the younger kids, they need to see that you do something, there's consequences to it. You can't just get away with everything.
It ain't about getting away with it.
Oh, it is. Because
no,
if she didn't get suspended, or if they had protested whatever and she was able to run, it would have been a big thing.
No, we're just saying it's stupid that you're suspending her for something that's not a performance-enhancing drug.
It is enhancing.
No, it is not, man.
It is enhancing. Well,
it's not a beneficial enhancement. If anything, it's decreasing her chances.
I don't think so.
Smoke affects the lungs. It's hard to run and breathe when you... Let me see you smoke a pack of cigarettes and try and run 100 yards.
I don't smoke.
Okay. So if you did smoke...
All I'm saying...
Would you be able to run?
If I smoked a pack of cigarettes?
If you smoked a cigarette before you ran, you think it would affect your lungs?
It would.
Okay.
Because I don't smoke. So it's like I have virgin lungs.
So you wouldn't have the right breathing technique.
Right, because I have virgin lungs. They've never been tampered with.
Virgin lungs.
Yes.
They've never been tampered with.
They've never been tampered with.
You've never smoked
No.
a joint. You never secondhand smoked.
No.
And don't say no.
Secondhand
because we played poker together.
Well, that's different.
And it was people in there smoking.
Secondhand smoke and
it's
smoking,
the same.
No,
secondhand smoke is worse than first hand.
That's just was worse because it's going right down your nose. It's not like I'm inhaling. It's only worse.
Mean? Even if you're not inhaling, you're still getting contact.
I understand that, but
okay,
I'm not.
So don't say you've never.
But I don't think it's not affecting your lungs in that capacity.
It is going to affect your lungs. So what's it affecting? Your neck? Like what, it's stopping there. Like, oh no, since he didn't do it.
What? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it has a worse effect when you smoke, when you inhale straight from.
No, it don't.
It's
proven that secondhand smoke is worse.
I'm talking.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Exactly.
So
I won that one. One for me. 0 for
half. You won half the argument. You just won that one weed smoking part.
The whole argument was about weed.
It was about her with the weed. But it wasn't. I'm just talking about those. The last 20 seconds. The last 20 seconds you might have won because I didn't have an answer for that. But the whole thing for the running and her being suspended and everything and all that, I think
you still didn't say how her enhancement, how it enhances.
I did. I told you it calms her. It calms her nerves. When you play the game, because you play sports, right?
I was great at sports.
I know you were. So here's the thing: were you ever nervous?
No.
You was never nervous.
When I was the only black guy on the rink.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They mistaken you for the puck.
Yeah. Hit the Negro. We're talking about the puck. This is
So, do you think weed would have calmed you down?
No.
But that's what it does.
Let me see you.
I don't smoke.
Smoke weed, right?
Okay.
Then go into a rink full of Caucasian people.
Okay.
And you're the only black guy, and see if you get calm.
But it's going to calm you. It's going to calm down your anxiety. It's going to calm down.
How
your
you
emotions.
know if you never smoked it?
I'm just because you're telling me this is what it does. You're telling me that weed calms you because it doesn't enhance you to go faster.
Yes. You ever seen somebody smoke weed and how laid back they get?
Exactly.
So what makes you think it would make her run faster?
I'm not talking about her running fast. It ain't always got to do.
So what's the point of saying she calm if she's still?
She's
not
calm because she might
run?
be anxious. She might be
but she's
excited.
Not going to be able to run as fast as.
She can if she's used to it. If she's used to smoking, that's just like somebody who drinks all the time. There's a person who drinks alcohol. You like, Dad, you can drink. I can drink 2 cups and I'm drunk. Oh,
because you don't drink. You're a rookie.
But I'm saying
you just started drinking like 2 years ago.
Enabler.
You didn't have to take the shot.
I did. I didn't have to. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about if a person was to drink and they drink a lot, their body's going to get used to a shot or 2. Her body probably was used to it. So there you go. Her body was probably used to it. So it's not going to affect her the way it would affect her.
But she smoked the weed before she even went to the Olympic trials.
Okay.
But it was just still in her system when they did the
right.
test.
Exactly.
So that didn't affect her running.
Yeah, but it affected
but
it affected all the other stuff. But prior to that, all those races prior to that, yeah. So all those people that she beat out could have been. It could. I'm not saying it would have, but it could have made it. Whereas the races would have been closer. Who knows? You don't know because she took an illegal substance. I'm not gonna go ahead and say a performance enhancement. I'm gonna say an illegal substance. That's what I'm gonna say. Illegal substance is what she took.
So you just
30 days
then
suspension.
you just won my argument for it.
How?
Because you just admitted that it didn't enhance.
I didn't say it. I just said I'm not going to use. I said I'm not going to use.
You're not going to use.
I'm not going to use it. I'm going to say
because
an illegal substance.
It wouldn't.
It could have, but I know it's an illegal substance. I do know that. I'm 100% sure if that's what it is, and she used it, so you got to get suspended. Because then it's like, okay, well, who's to say that this person taking another illegal substance, we're going to just bypass them because maybe it didn't enhance them.
And you don't think they've done that?
I'm sure they
Wasn't
have.
there something like with Michael Phelps?
His stuff was 30 days, and his 30 days was over before the Olympics started, or whatever. It was afterward or before it. Like his 30 days didn't affect.
So you don't think they backlogged that so that he could do it? You don't think they backlogged?
They could have.
Okay, so why not do the same thing?
Hey, maybe they. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't think? Oh, this will ruin my chances of winning a bazillion gold medals. You gotta let me play. All right, how about this, Mike? We're gonna just backlog it. So therefore, it just miraculously expires a day before you need to leave to go. You don't find that funny?
Hey, it happens.
Oh, now it happens.
I'm just saying.
So there's
maybe her people,
the rule.
Not exception. Maybe her people should have been talking about it. Maybe her people should have. She knew she was smoking. She could have talked to her people.
She said she knew she was smoking.
Right. So she should have talked to her people. Listen, if I get tested, y'all gotta backlog this.
It ain't no if. When I get tested.
Backlog it because it's coming up. I need 30 days.
You don't think she did that?
No, I don't think she.
So you don't think she pleaded for them to like backlog it?
No, I don't think she pleaded. I think she pleaded when she was walking into the place to get her drug tested. No. That's when I think she started to plead. Oh no, well, first off, I need it. I wanted to. No, it's too late now, because now it's in other people's hands. The doping committee and all those people and the Olympics and all that. No, once certain people get a hold of it and they not really like feeling you, yeah, you're done.
Why were they not feeling her?
I don't know.
Because of the hair.
Could have been the hair. They were like, we had this once before
lashes.
with FloJo. We have you trying to be FloJo again? We had that already.
FloJo didn't have the lashes and the hair. She had the nails.
She had the hair. What are you talking about?
Had the nails.
She had no colorful hair, but she had hair. Her outfits were better. FloJo's outfits were better.
Yeah, they were. But it wasn't nothing to the extent of Sha'Carri.
True.
So maybe they like, we can't have that.
We can, yeah. Well, now you got 4 years to think about it.
The USA.
She did all that training and all that for nothing.
And she gonna come back.
Oh, she gonna come back.
I'm talking about she gonna come back to race.
She's coming back.
She's gonna have different hair. Yeah, the Olympic trials because she's been there.
Oh, she's been there. Okay.
She's been to the Olympic trials.
Okay.
She hasn't been to the actual Olympics.
Well, she got 4 years to kind of,
So no, because she still could have ran, but they left her off the relay team.
Yup. Consequences.
Why?
Hey.
Consequences. Yeah. Is that what it was?
When are you supposed to kick a man?
What?
When are you supposed to kick a man or a female? Well, I'm not talking about violence for women. But when are you supposed to kick a man?
So it's you can have violence against a man, but not a woman.
It's a saying. It's a saying about kick a man when they're down or
kick a person.
Well, yeah, person. We go with person. Kick a person when they're down. So she down. Hey, don't let them get up. I think
so they could have,
and they could have made her part of the team. You know what I mean? But I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they didn't for the relay team.
They want her out there being relaxed.
Exactly, having the other people relax, and then her being on the team, and other people saying, "Oh, I thought she was."
There's nobody in the stands. So what's she nervous about?
Oh, it's not gonna be nobody in the stands.
No.
But it was when she was racing prior to that. She had people there.
So you don't think she was racing like that motivation because of the passing of her mother? You don't think that had nothing to do with it?
It did, but then again, that's why she said she was smoking.
Yeah, she was smoking to take her mind off.
Exactly. So that's your enhancement right there. It is. It's life. It's a part of life.
But she was sitting home when she was smoking.
It's a part of life.
She wasn't on the track.
It's a part of life. So say somebody say their mom died, but they don't want to take marijuana. They want to shoot up because it's gonna make them excited and make them go out and do. That's a part of life.
They can be like, yeah, go out there and race so you can come in last place.
You're gonna come in last if you want something that's gonna boost you. I don't know what the drug is.
It's gonna boost you. You see them people on the corner leaning, forehead scraping the cement.
But obviously,
what advantage they got?
That's not something that's going to speed up their metabolism.
Ain't speed up nothing.
Yeah, they're deaf.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. So she knew what she was doing, like I said, and what was going on with her mom, and she was smoking marijuana to get her mind off of that, to kind of focus more. That's your enhancement right there. That's your enhancement.
If you say so.
That was her enhancement.
If you say so.
Because it wasn't natural. It wasn't a natural calming. It wasn't a natural. She's going to go ahead and get this stuff out.
It's natural.
Okay.
Okay. It wasn't made up. It was grown. It's a plant.
Okay. If that's,
okay.
So she just had all plant and dirt. What she had?
Well, it wasn't no dirt. Probably some seeds. If she was smoking Reggie. A lot of seeds. So there ain't no enhancement. If you ain't even getting no effect from it, Reggie don't do nothing.
Then I guess it wasn't worth it, was it? She didn't get no.
It was worth it for her mental state.
What's her mental state now?
She's not upset because of that.
She got 4 now. All that training.
So then she got four blunts in her mouth at once, huh?
She might. She trying to put on that little. I don't want to mess up my words. She trying to.
You already messed up your argument.
She's trying to put on the front.
Why stop now?
She's trying to put on the front like she's okay. She's not okay. She's not. Oh, she did all that work to get to the Olympics, and now you can't even go and compete, and you know you was going to win. You know it.
I don't think she was going to win.
You
I still think she was going to come in second place.
Well, we got to wait 4 years to find out.
Now that's a comeback. You come in second place against the Jamaican lady, then you come back
and
4 years later and beat her. That's a comeback.
That's not a comeback to me.
That is a comeback.
I'm 4 years old.
What is that?
I'm 4 years older. Because I'm 4 years older. I don't even know how old the Jamaican lady is.
Tom Brady's like 90.
He don't do nothing.
What you mean he don't do nothing?
Tom Brady don't do nothing.
Oh my gosh. So if he was on the Colts, you would be upset?
I would be.
No, you wouldn't.
I would be.
Just like you was upset when LeBron was on the Lakers.
I was.
But when they won,
thank you. Because it wasn't for him. It was for Kobe. We know that was for Kobe. We know that was for Kobe.
So it's fixed?
I'm not saying it was fixed. But I think that...
They had the same team they had last year.
They did not. They didn't have Dennis Schroeder.
Because he made a big difference.
He lost.
You're getting me off
subject. But...
Can you like every team?
I don't know how old the Jamaican lady is. I don't know how old she is.
She was old enough. She was young enough for her to come to second place this year. If Sha'Carri would have went.
No. I'm saying I think she's like in her mid-20s maybe. I don't know.
Okay, that's not old.
It's not old. But 4 years later, you're going to be pushing 30. Sha'Carri's only going to be like 24, 25.
Look at Serena Williams. She pushing 30, and she was...
Please don't go with her.
We can
discuss her at a later date.
I tried Tom Brady, and you ain't want Tom Brady.
Well, I don't. Like Tom Brady, he's not... He's a good quarterback. I'm not going to say okay. He's a good quarterback.
He's good.
Yeah, he's not great. No.
Why is he not great?
Because he plays in a system, for one.
Every quarterback plays in a system.
I'm talking about the system that he plays in. It fits him. It's good. It's not, and I feel as though it's not him that makes him good or great. It's the system.
Oh my gosh.
The timing of the era that he plays in. You mean to tell me he played back in with Montana and all them dudes? He would have been as good as he is? No.
Why wouldn't he have?
Come on, man.
He pretty much did play back when they played. He's been in the league for like 90 years.
He didn't play when they had the bump and run coverage and how the defenders... Like, the defenders can't even
blow... How would that affect him? That affects the wide receiver.
What you mean?
There's other players on the field.
I understand it. I understand it. But if you can't really touch a receiver or get close to him or 5 yards downfield, you can't do nothing.
That always been the rule.
Dude, within 5 yards, bump and run,
you can bump and run. You can still do it in the league.
Who does it? Nobody? Because you can't touch them.
But that's not their fault that they have the cornerbacks playing off the wide receiver. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
How am I wrong?
If he played back in those times, he would not be
There's still physical cornerbacks in the league, and they do good. But
you might have like two.
Because most defenses don't play their wide receivers up anymore. Don't play their cornerbacks up anymore.
Because you can't.
Yes, you can. You can bump within 5 yards still.
Okay.
It ain't my fault that cornerbacks don't know how to be cornerbacks anymore. They don't look back no more for the ball. They don't.
You can't do nothing, dude. You can't.
What does looking back for the ball? They don't look back for the ball. Whenever they throw the ball in the air, the cornerback's always looking at the wide receiver. They're never looking back for the ball. And then they just put their hands up when they think they're about to try and catch the ball.
It's like 2 good defenders in the whole league.
I just said that.
Yeah, so he's not a great quarterback to me.
Yes, he is.
I don't think he is.
The dude got what, 8 Super Bowls?
He don't have 8. I think he got 7.
That's
He's still not great.
More than any quarterback you like combined.
That's true. But he's not great.
Why is he not great? He has 7 Super
Here's
Bowl
the thing.
games. He threw for 500 yards in a Super Bowl game. I mean, they still lost to my Eagles, but he broke that record in the Super Bowl over 500 yards. Name one quarterback that you like that you think great did that.
That I like. They ain't got to throw for 500 some yards. They ain't got, because he's trying to come back to win the game. Yeah, he's trying to come back to win the game. And he only has one.
Time.
He has one. I don't think he has any, because I think he might have one. All these Super Bowls you talk about, I think he has one game-winning Super Bowl touchdown drive.
How many Peyton Manning got?
He didn't have to come back. He was winning.
In all the other games, he lost.
He was winning. He only lost 1 Super Bowl.
And
he went to 3. He won 2.
Okay, he won 1 on merit. He won the other one because the defense was good with Denver. They wouldn't even let him throw the ball.
He didn't.
So you can't make it seem like he won that.
Who was MVP
of what?
The Super Bowl.
Was it him?
Yes.
Probably because they couldn't give it to nobody. They can't give it to the whole defense.
They could. They did it.
They give it to the whole defense. The whole defense was up there with the MVP.
I think they did that before.
They knew that. Well, on Madden? He was playing Madden?
No, I thought like no, it wasn't Tampa Bay. They got somebody.
Oh, you talking about the year that they gypped us?
They didn't gyp y'all. We're not even gonna talk about y'all having.
Anywho, yeah. I don't even know how we got all the way.
That's you.
Down this road.
You did that.
How I do that?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, because I was giving you a comparison.
It's not a comparison. He's not good. I mean, he's not great.
He is great.
He's
we already have this, especially, I don't even want to get into it about I don't even want to talk about it. Because you're going to get me upset talking about.
You see, you're getting yourself upset. It's not. When you know you're right, there's no need to get upset.
What do you mean? You're wrong.
I'm not upset.
So he shouldn't be in the Super Bowl. I mean, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
He should. Here's my thing about that. If you have to advocate yourself to get into the Hall of Fame,
he don't advocate.
He was on TV saying he should be in the Hall of Fame
because he should be.
So if you have to advocate for yourself to be in the Hall of Fame, you do not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Simple as that.
That is the dumbest thing.
If you have to go, if you go to somebody
who doesn't advocate to be in the Hall of Fame.
Did Peyton Manning advocate to get in the Hall of Fame?
Well, Peyton Manning has like 90,000 passes.
It does not matter.
Yes, it do matter.
Did Ray Lewis advocate to get in the Hall of Fame? How do you get
into the Hall of Fame?
Did Ed Reed?
How do you get into the Hall of Fame?
By being exceptional. He's not exceptional.
No. Stop trying to wordplay.
No, it's not wordplay. It's exceptional.
What is the main factor that gets you into the Hall of Fame?
Winning.
No.
What?
No.
It's not? It's not? Okay. Okay.
Because Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
What? So you can't say championships get you in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Winning big games.
Not just championships. No. It's not just championships.
What is the main factor?
What are you going to say, stats?
No. I want you to say what the main factor is to get in the Hall of Fame.
Being exceptional.
No, stop it.
Winning big games.
No.
Winning when it matters.
Winning big games.
Yes.
Winning big games.
Winning big games.
That's the only thing that gets you in the Hall of Fame.
Championships. When you're the favorite to win, you win.
What if you haven't won championships? How do you get in the Hall of Fame?
Your stats.
Okay.
Your stats.
So, if a quarterback
being on a great
won
team.
4 Super Bowls, right?
Okay. A quarterback won 4 Super Bowls. Okay.
Okay, with a team.
Okay.
And for his career, he only threw like 10,000 yards. Let's just say.
Okay.
And he had, 150 touchdowns, like 90 interceptions.
Okay.
Would he go to the Hall of Fame?
Would he go to? Yeah, I'm putting him in the Hall of Fame. Yes, I am. I am.
Kick you right off the.
Why?
Why is he going to the Hall of Fame?
His
stats suck.
He just led his team to 4 Super Bowls and won them.
He led the team. I just ran down his touchdowns, his passing yards.
Right.
Obviously, he's not the reason
you don't
that
know.
they win.
Here's the
They
thing.
could have had a phenomenal running game.
Could have.
The defense is on point.
Could have. But what did
And
he
all
do?
he out there doing is 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, 1 touchdown.
But what did
2
he do?
interceptions.
But what did he see? My thing is like, but what did he do in those games? What did he do in the playoffs and the Super Bowl?
He did enough to hand the ball off to the running back and the running back run, or he did a pitch, or he threw a screen pass.
So does Terry Bradshaw deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
Well, he actually has stats. Yes.
Okay. He has stats. Okay.
It's about stats.
It's about stats.
That's how you get into the Hall of Fame.
It's about stats.
Off of stats.
Stats alone.
Stats.
That's it.
Well, apparently that's not it.
No, it's not. Well, because you're saying because he has a lot of stats and his stats
Donovan
are
Knapp
more
has
stats than Jim Kelly.
Yes.
Once
Jim
again,
Kelly is in the Hall of Fame.
as he should be.
He lost 4 Super Bowls. Now let me talk.
Go ahead.
He lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Listen. You got
Okay.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. He lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. 4
in a row.
Not
Remember
1,
that.
not 2, not 3, but 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
His passing yards for his career is less than Donovan McNabb.
Wow.
His touchdowns in a career is less than Donovan McNabb.
That's amazing.
He has more interceptions than Donovan McNabb.
Wow.
But he's in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Donovan McNabb broke plenty of records in the NFL.
Eagle records.
And he holds records also for
What, Syracuse?
interception to touchdown ratio.
1? Yeah, that was
It's
one.
a record.
Okay. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
He's been to 1 Super Bowl, 5 NFC championship games.
Right.
He's a Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Okay.
Stats is great stats.
Great.
Touchdowns, interceptions, everything.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles was horrible before he came and
Okay.
started as their quarterback.
And they're still.
He came in, and the next year they were a playoff team.
Okay.
Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? But Jim Kelly is.
Okay. You finished? Okay. He said 4 in a row. He went to 4.
Lost.
But he went to 4.
And lost.
But he went to 4.
And
so,
lost.
so if you go to 4 Super Bowls, that means that you won your championship game 4 times in a row.
And then lost the big one.
McNabb never done that. He had 5 at home.
But listen.
And only won 1.
Listen to this. Name Donovan McNabb's wide receivers. I'll wait.
Ty Pinkston.
Hall of Fame wide receiver.
James Thrash.
Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Freddie Mitchell.
Hall of Fame. 3 Hall of Fame wide receivers. I'm being
Terrell
sarcastic. 1.
Hank
I'm
Baskin.
talking about
Hank
Hank Basket, but I'm talking about within those 5 NFC Championship games.
Yeah, that was.
You're naming those, in the exception of Terrell Owens
Mm-hmm.
and Deshaun Jackson.
Oh, and DJ. Right.
Was I don't know why his name is slipping my mind, but it'll come back to me. There was another receiver we had when Deshaun Macklin.
Jerry Macklin, he might have been there.
He, I think he was there, but out of all those games,
Right.
those seasons, he's had 3 good receivers his career with the Eagles. And he was able to take them to 5 NFC Championship games.
Wow.
And a Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
with a trash wide receiver core.
So he went that far. Why not?
And
just
he
go
went
over?
to 3 NFC Championship games where they had nothing but bum wide receivers.
So why couldn't they win? They was winning all year. Why couldn't you just win that one game at home? And you're the favorite.
That's the same case with Jim Kelly.
But he won at home. He won.
How you got all them players? You got good defense. You got good offense, and you go to the Super Bowl
And
4 years in a row.
And were they the
you
favorite?
lose.
Were they the favorite though? That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure they were the favorite.
Once. They was only the favorite once.
So
against the
because
Giants.
you weren't the favorite, it means you should have lost.
No, I'm not saying you should have lost.
Eagles
but
weren't the favorite against the Patriots, and they beat them. What do you mean? Okay,
We're talking about McNabb and his
Okay,
and
and that's the Eagles.
His thing. They were favorite at home. You guys were favorite at home, and the team that y'all lost to, when y'all lost to Tampa Bay, when y'all lost to Carolina, y'all
we
beat
lost.
them.
Donovan McNabb got hurt in that game. Carolina.
Man, that was getting hurt. He
He
gets
did
hurt
hurt.
or he's throwing up. What,
He got hurt.
So you went in the biggest game you get hurt. What was wrong with him?
He got late hit.
What was wrong with it? What happened?
He got hit late by the defense. And I think they broke his ribs.
And he didn't come back in the game? He was done?
He didn't come back in the game.
Okay, he was done.
Jim Kelly was healthy, lost 4 in a row. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how he's better.
Because I'm trying to tell you.
His stats is beneath Donovan. So how is he better? Just because he went to 4 Super Bowls and lost, that makes him better?
McNabb. Okay, I'm put it like this. McNabb never did that.
Never what? Been to 4 Super Bowls and lost?
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to go to 4 Super
Why?
Bowls and lost. Who would hang that up? I'm sure Jim Kelly like, I've been to Super Bowl 4 times and I lost.
That's
on his Hall of Fame play.
But he can say he's an AFC championship.
Y'all can say that.
He can say he's won.
Hey, he still got one.
But you were home. You was only away once, right, against the Rams. The other 4 you were at home and you lost.
That first one when we weren't even expected to make it to the NFC Championship game against the Rams.
And you lost. Okay. Because you were the underdog.
But we weren't expected to make it there.
Right. But
the second one against Tampa Bay, we should have
because y'all beat them earlier in the season.
We beat them. I think
y'all beat them earlier in the season and y'all lost.
And turnovers got the best of us.
What kind of turnovers?
Interceptions and fumbles.
Interceptions by who? Your quarterback.
Who else is throwing the ball?
I'm just asking. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember a pick 6 by Barber.
Yeah, that was the last one, and that's how we lost because he threw the interception on that one. The third one, he got injured against the Carolina Panthers. Wasn't able to finish.
And y'all beat them earlier,
and that was a tight game the whole way through. But we couldn't get over the hump because he got hurt. The fourth one, we won. Blew him out the water. We won. And who was that against? Was that Atlanta?
That was Atlanta. Vic
blew them out the water. Brian Dawkins broke Michael Vick ribs, all that.
Oh, we broke his ribs. He couldn't return, and then okay, but go ahead.
What do you mean? He was a running quarterback.
What about
Donovan McNabb was a running quarterback too, but Falcons wasn't going to beat them anyway.
Here's my thing. Well, who was the other? Who was the last one?
We lost to Arizona, I believe.
Arizona.
But that wasn't his fault.
Whose fault was it?
That was the defense fault. Donovan McNabb drove them and got the lead. Defense came in and shit the bed and let the offense drive right down the field and score.
Y'all was home for that, right?
No, we was in Arizona.
Y'all was in Arizona?
Donovan McNabb drove them.
Oh, y'all was in. That's right, because y'all was in Arizona because they was a 9-7 team or 7-9 team.
No,
they were.
We was the wild card team.
No, right, because they won a division, but they was like 7-9.
I don't think they was 7-9.
It was either 7-9 or 9-7.
No,
yes,
I don't think so.
I know.
Either way you look at it, it wasn't Donovan McNabb's fault. Because he drove him up, and we took the lead in the fourth quarter. It was like 3 minutes left, and the defense came out and couldn't stop.
So he couldn't bleed the clock more?
What do you mean?
A seasoned quarterback would have bled the clock a little more, knowing that my defense is trash.
Hold on. Time out. You don't know that Andy Reid was horrible at the clock. So you can't sit there and blame that on Donovan.
Whoa,
Andy Reid is
don't they have a thing called an audible? Omaha. I got this.
Donovan ain't going out there calling.
Oh, because the coach don't have a lot of faith in him. Because if a guy is wide open, I'm gonna throw it in the dirt. He was a dirt thrower.
Being a dirt thrower, his numbers is still better than Jim Kelly's.
They probably
and
are.
Jim Kelly wasn't a dirt thrower.
He wasn't.
So why is Donovan's numbers better?
Because he probably threw more. Because he had to catch up. Because he was always losing.
No. What do you mean we was always losing? We wasn't always losing. What are you talking about?
They wasn't always losing?
How was we going to playoffs every year?
That don't mean you're not losing the game.
How many years was the Colts going to playoffs?
Oh, we can't talk. Well, we was going every year.
Y'all was going every year.
Peyton Manning wasn't going every year.
Well, y'all was losing in the first round.
His first season 3-13, and then after that 13-3, 12-4, like
and
every year.
Out first round.
No, because we already had a first round bye.
First round.
Always had a first round bye.
Kicked out second round.
Okay.
Second round.
Okay. Patriots was our
second round. Oh, we finally made the Super Bowl. Then next year, second round. So I mean, you make it seem like they was just great.
Who, the Colts?
Yeah.
They were. Okay. They should have more.
But they did
more rings. Yeah,
at least they won when they went. They didn't go 4 in a row and lose all 4.
Of course not.
So
we didn't go that one time and lose or have 5 AFC Championship games at home.
I don't know how we got all the way over there.
That was you. I mean, once again, If you have to advocate for yourself to be in the Hall of Fame, you don't deserve to
So
be in the
that's
Hall of
why he
Fame.
didn't make it because he advocated for himself.
No, it's not that. It's just that.
Oh, he
don't
said
deserve
the
it.
same thing that everybody else is saying. My numbers are better than most of the quarterbacks that are getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Why am I not getting inducted?
Most of them.
Yeah, his numbers was better than Jim Kelly. His overall numbers was better than Troy Aikman.
Oh my God, I know he trying to say he better. Oh my God,
his overall career stats is better than Troy Aikman.
He gonna compare Troy Aikman?
Oh my God,
Troy Aikman though.
We're comparing Hall of Fame quarterbacks, correct?
And he's a Hall of... No, we're not. We're comparing Hall of Fame quarterbacks and Donovan McNabb. That's what we're doing.
Okay. And their numbers is what got them into the Hall of Fame.
And those rings, because
Aikman has rings. If Aikman would have had those rings and his numbers was booty, he would not be in the Hall of Fame. Like, stop it. Don't make it seem like just because he won 3 Super Bowls,
when it came
he
down
would go
to
to the Hall of Fame.
When it came down to it, in those Super Bowls, he was phenomenal.
So why? So is Doug Flutie in the Hall of Fame?
Doug Flutie? No, what did he do?
He had great stats.
Did
with
he?
The Buffalo Bills, Flutie Flakes.
No, he didn't have no freaking
cereal.
That was when he was like the USFL or something.
No,
with
Buffalo. It was the Buffalo Bills.
I understand he was with Buffalo.
He had his own cereal.
I get that,
so
but
why
it wasn't because his numbers wasn't. It wasn't just the NFL numbers. He got them USFL numbers. He wasn't no
Warren Moon's in the Hall of Fame with stats from a different league.
Right, but his numbers in the NFL was pretty much the same as they was in the
so that
which
makes
one?
it okay.
Huh?
So that makes it okay. Even though they combined them.
Let's just say if they combine Warren Moon numbers, he might have 80,000. Let's just say. If they combine Flutie's numbers, he might have 50,000.
And 50,000 yards ain't enough to get you into.
I'm just saying. I know it's not 50. I'm just saying.
Because Jim
50.
Kelly don't even got 50,000 passing yards.
You don't need it.
But his ass is in there.
All I know is McNabb is not going.
Well, he should go.
Jim
Kelly is in the Hall of Fame. And listen, if Jim Kelly's in the Hall of Fame, Donovan McNabb should be in the Hall of Fame.
If you go up to somebody and say, "Hey, does Donovan?"
We did do that.
And if you have to pause, but one boy paused.
No.
He paused.
No, who won that argument?
He
when
paused.
we was asking people.
I'm not gonna say I lost.
You did.
But I'm gonna say some people pause. Like, oh, does he? If you gotta do that,
but they still said yeah.
If you have to pause to think about it, no.
So you supposed to make a rash decision?
Yeah, you don't know off the.
No.
If I give you 5 names right now, tell me if they're in the Hall of Fame or not.
No, you think about it. You analyze the question and the person, and you go over their stats. You go over what you've seen from them.
All right, I'm gonna give you some names. Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Randy Moss. You can't start it off with Randy Moss.
Why not?
You're supposed to say like, I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna just say, can't even say Chad Johnson because he belongs.
He does.
It's like saying, I'm trying to think of like a good medium player.
A good medium player?
Yes, like someone that was, it's a debate. Like
Brian Westbrook.
Yeah. He was like he made other teams want to get running backs like him that can catch out the backfield. That's all the NFL is now.
Okay.
He was an innovator, so why not?
Okay. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not. But he should be.
He should be.
He led the league in combined yards because he was getting 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing. Mm-hmm. Like, not once, but consecutively.
How? When did Westbrook come into the league?
Here come the hate.
No, I just want to ask because you said that.
I don't know.
This why
you was with him at Villanova. You tell me.
He was there before I got there.
No, he wasn't.
Westbrook was there before I got there. I got in 06. I was in 06. See, he must have left in like 05, 04, 05.
1 year.
He was going.
All right. Well, what are you getting?
So what I'm getting to, you saying that this is what the NFL started to do after Westbrook became. What about Marshall Faulk? Exactly.
What? Yes.
Okay. No. I'm saying he was doing that before Westbrook.
No, he wasn't.
What?
Marshall